adder hardware used in microprocessor. Okay. So two types of adders are generally available: serial adders and parallel adders. Okay. So in microprocessor, parallel adders are used because these are fast as compared to serial adders. Further, there are two types of parallel adders. One is ripple carry adder and second is carry look ahead adder. So they are different in the way carry is generated at each stage of the byte. For example, we have to add two numbers, number A and number B, and bits of number A are A0, A1, A2, and A3. Suppose we consider 4-bit number, and second number bits are B0, B1, B2, B3. Okay. So when we add these two numbers, okay, we add bit by bit. First of all, LSBs are added, A0 and B0 are added, and a carry is generated from this stage and it is added to next stage. Let it be C0. So carry generated from A0, B0 is called as C0. It is added to next stage. So when we add these three values, C0, A1, B1, and further a carry can be generated and it will be added to next stage. This carry is called as C1. And in parallel to this, we obtain the sum of the bits. And finally, and then we add these three bits, C1, A2, B2, and a carry is generated which is added to the next place. So it is A3, B3. So finally, a carry is generated from the MSB bit. So that carry be called as a C out or CY. Okay. So in this process, carry propagates from LSB to MSB. Okay, carry propagates from LSBs to MSBs and finally out of MSB. So this concept is used in case of ripple carry adders. The concept is used in case of ripple carry adders. So in this process, actually, for example, in this case, the multiple adders are used. Okay, since we are considering a 4-bit example, so 4 full adders are required to implement this concept. So let us draw the block diagram. Full adder 1, 2, 3, and adder 4. Okay. So since we have to perform 4-bit addition, so we need 4 full adders. So full adder, say this we represent as FA0, FA1, FA2, and FA3. Okay. So FA0, the first full adder, it is used to add first two bits A0, B0. So inputs to this adder will be A0 and B0. Similarly, next adder, it will add A1, B1. Okay. Next will add A2 and B2. Okay. And next will add A3, B3, A3 and B3. Okay. So since it is a full adder, so this adder also considers carry generated from previous stages. So to first adder, we provide carry 0 because first time we add 0 to the LSPs. Okay. And for second full adder, it will take carry from the previous adder FA0. Okay, so let it be C0. It is provided as input to the FA1 as carry. Similarly, carry generated from FA1 is given as input to the FA2, and carry generated from FA2 is given as input to FA3, and finally carry obtained from FA3 will be used as a final carry output. So let it be CY. Okay, and simultaneously some bits like some S0, okay, S0, S1, S2, S3. So some bits are generated at outputs of the full adder. So S0, then S1, S2, S3. Okay. So in this adder, that is ripple carry adder, okay, carry propagates from full adder 0 to full adder 3, and then finally out of full adder 3. Okay. So every full adder has a fixed, we can say that every adder needs a time to generate the carry and to provide the sum. For example, each adder circuit, it needs a time of say 10 nanoseconds to provide the sum bit, and say 20 nanosecond to provide carry bit to the next full adder. Okay, so when inputs are provided to the first adder circuit, say inputs are A0, B0 are provided, and carry 0 is provided. So first S0 bit will be available within 10 nanoseconds. Okay, and carry generated by first adder is transmitted to the next adder within 20 nanoseconds. Okay, and further FA1, it takes 10 nanoseconds to generate the sum bit. So total time taken by second adder circuit to generate the sum bit will be 10 its internal time and 20 nanosecond delay generated in propagation of the carry. So it will provide output within 30 nanoseconds. See, inputs A0, B0, A1, B1, A2, B2, these are provided simultaneously. Okay, and each full adder will take certain time to provide the sum output. Okay, so similarly FA1, which is the carry is generated by FA1 is transmitted to FA2. So within further 20 nanoseconds are required. So S2, the output of FA2, that is some output, it will be generated within, say nowadays the time is further it needs 10 plus 40, 50 it will take. Okay, 50 nanoseconds. Okay, then further carry generated by FA2, it will take 20 nanoseconds, and total will be 60 plus 10, 70. Okay, so the time taken by this adder circuit to give output will be 70 nanoseconds. So within 70 nanoseconds, it gives the output. So this time delay, it will be more if we are to design adder circuit for large size of numbers AB. Okay, as the number of bits increases, the time taken by the adder circuit to provide the output will be more. Okay, so this problem is called as ripple carry problem. Okay, ripple carry problem. So the carry will take more time to reach the MSB if the number of bits, if the number of adder circuits are increased. So it is called as ripple carry problem. Okay. Yes, clear है students आपको? इसमें कोई doubt तो नहीं है?
सर टाइमिंग का बता दीजिए.
Sorry, timing दोबारा बताना है?
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, Since gates are used in to design adder circuits, full adder circuits, so every gate has a we can say that a time delay or a propagation time. So for example, we have designed a full adder circuit which takes 10 nanoseconds to provide the output. Okay, the time will be considered from the inputs are provided to the adder circuit. So inputs are bits A0, B0 to A3, B3. So suppose it takes 10 nanoseconds to provide the sum output and 20 nanoseconds to provide the, or we can say that the carry will take 20 nanoseconds to reach the next stage of the full adder. Okay. So within 20 nanoseconds, carry will be available at the input of the next full adder. So first full adder will take 10 nanoseconds to provide the output, and second full adder it will take 10 nanoseconds required to give the output, and these 20 nanoseconds will also be considered in this. So total time will be 30 nanoseconds. So further 20 nanoseconds will be required to reach the carry at the full adder 2. So in this case, the total propagation time for carry will be 20 plus 20. So it will be 40 plus 10 time required to provide the output. Total 50 nanoseconds will be taken, okay, and so on. So total time that within which the final output will be available will be 70 nanoseconds. Okay, and this output increases as we increase the number of full adders, or as we increase the number of bits in the numbers. Okay, so this is a problem with this ripple carry adder. Means the carry generated at any stage, it depends on the previous carries also. So the the propagation delay increases as we increase the number of bits in the bytes. Okay, clear as rules?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now we can represent this 4-bit parallel adder with one block. Like within one block, we can write 4-bit parallel adder. Okay, now inputs to this 4-bit parallel adder will be A bits, 4 A bits, A0, 1, 2, 3. I have shown these bits in the form of a bus. Okay, but in this case, it is shown in the form of a line. Line means 1 bit, and two parallel lines with arrow means more than 1 bits. So here 4 bits are given as input A0 to A3. Similarly, at second input, the 4-bit number B0 to B3 is given. Okay, one carry, initial carry, that is say C in is equal to 0 is given. Output will be sum output, which is S0, S1, S2 up to S3, and one carry will be provided. So here we have representative the carry. So you can simply write, say, it will be C3, C3, because the within this circuit carries generated are C0, C1, C2, and final carry is say C3. Okay. So this is 4-bit parallel adder, and suppose you are asked to design a 16-bit parallel adder by using 4-bit ripple carry adders. Okay, so you have to simply cascade the 4-bit adders, parallel adders. So, so we have, since one block it represents 4-bit adder, so we need four 4-bit parallel adders to generate to design a 16-bit adder. Okay. Let me write say parallel adder, PA, parallel adder 0, not 0 to 3, then parallel adder 4 to 7, ओके। तो 8 बिट हो गया। अगर आपको 8 बिट बोला जाए तो आप दो पैरेलल एडर लगा लोगे। अगर 16 बिट बोला देन यू नीड 4। इट विल बी sorry 4 to 7. This should be 4 to 7 parallel adder 4 to 7, and this is 8 to 11. Then it is P parallel adder 12 to 15. to 15. Okay, so now inputs to first adder will be A0 to A3, B0 to B3, then second adder inputs will be A4 to A7, and B4 to B7. Okay. Similarly for next adders we can write the inputs A8 to 11, B8 to 11. Okay, then finally parallel adder 4, it will have inputs A12 to 15 and B12 to 15. Okay, so outputs of first adder will be some bits 0 to 3, then some bits 4 to 7, then some bits 8 to 11, and finally some bits as 12 to 15. Okay, so now we have to cascade these individual 4-bit adders. So carry provided to first adder LSB, it is Cin. So we provide 0 as carry input, and carry generated by the first adder will be C3, and it will be given as input to the next adder, and carry generated by second adder will be C7, given as input to next adder. Similarly, carry generated by third adder will be C11. Then finally, carry generated by this adder will be C15. Okay. Yes, students, how many total full adders are being used in this circuit? This is 16-bit adder, 16-bit triple carry adder. Yes, sir. How many full adders are being used in this case?
16.
16 full adders are used. Okay. Now you have to calculate the total propagation time or the total time required by the 16-bit adder to provide the output if time required to generate to provide the carry is 20 nanosecond and time required to generate the sum is say 10 nanosecond. Okay. Yes, students, please solve this problem and tell me the final answer. Means the time between when the input is applied to the 16-bit adder and the adder circuit gives us the final output. So you have to find the total time. Okay. Yes, please solve this problem.
Sir, 320 nanosecond.
Okay. So the time you have calculated is 320 nanosecond. Okay. So in case of 4-bit adder, we had calculated it about 70 nanosecond, and as we increase the number of bits, the adder circuit will take more time to provide the output. Okay. Okay. So yes, any doubt in this ripple carry adder circuit? I think it should be all clear to you. Okay. So in this ripple carry adder circuit, carry generated at any stage, it depends upon previous carries also. Okay, but in next carry look at adder circuit, carry generated at any particular stage, it is independent of the previous carries, and we can calculate carry at any stage without considering the previous carries. Okay, but in case of ripple carry adder, if we are to find out say carry C11, so if we are to find out carry at 11th stage, then we are to consider the carries generated at previous stages. But in case of carry lookup adder, it can calculate carries in advance at any stage without considering previous carries. Okay, so to calculate carry, it considers current bits of the inputs, that is A, B, and previous bits generated. Okay, so that we already can have at any stage of the adder circuit. So let us see how it forms a calculation. Okay. So let us consider same example of 4-bit numbers. So A0, sorry, A1, A2, A3, okay, B0, B1, B2, B3, okay. So if we consider carry C0, that is first carry. So this carry will be 1 if both A0 and B0 are 1. So we can write C0 is equal to the AND operation of A0 and B0. Okay. So C0 कब 1 होएगा? It will be 1 if both A and B0 are 1. Next carry C1. Okay. So it will be 1 when if A1 and C0 are 1, means if both A1 and C0 are 1, or A1 and B1 are 1, or B1 and C0 are 1. Okay. Next carry will be generated C1 if either C0 or A1 are 1, or A1 B1 are 1, or B1 C1 are 1. Okay. So we can write it as A1 B1 plus A1 plus B1 into C0. Okay. So let us consider first two carries only. Okay. So now this C1 carry, it will be generated at that stage if A1 B1 are both 1, okay, or the previous carry will be propagated to C1 if either A1 or B1 are 1. Okay. So we can write carry at any stage, say carry at ith stage. Carry at ith stage is AI and BI plus AI or BI into CI. I minus 1. So CI is carry at ith stage and CI minus 1 is carry at I minus 1 stage. Okay. So carry will be generated at ith stage if ai and bi both are 1. So this factor is called as carry generation factor. Okay, so this is represented with gi. So this is called as generate factor, carry generate factor. Okay, if any one bit of these a and b is say 0, okay, if say combination is 1 and 0, okay, then whatever carry is there at I means 1th stage, it will be propagated to ith stage. Okay, so it depends upon if a I is 1 or bi is 1. Means if at least of ai and bi is 1, then carry ci will be propagated to ci stage. So this factor, the factor ai plus 1, ai plus bi, ai plus bi. So this factor is called as propagation factor or propagate factor. Okay, so this is represented with pi. So this is called as propagate factor. Okay, so generate factor is ai bi. It is ai into bi, and propagate factor is ai plus bi. Okay, so in this particular expression, it is shown that the carry at any stage, it depends on the current status of bits ai bi and the status of previous carry. Okay.
सर
Yes.
सर कैन यू रिपीट कि जनरेट और प्रोपागेट फैक्टर भी बोलते हैं?
Okay. Suppose if we write say ai bi and ci means 1, and outputs from this, say inputs will be say ci and say some s. Okay, now if inputs ai is say, let us take the case of 1 first. Input ai bi both are 1. Okay, and if we add 1 and 1, you will have 0 1. So one carry will be generated, so you will have carry output. Okay, so now with this combination, a carry ci is generated without considering ci minus 1. Okay, regardless of consideration of ci minus 1, we can see that a carry is being generated at ci and sum is 0. Okay? Now if say status is 0 1, okay, if we add 0 and 1, you will have sum 1 and carry 0. Okay, but if we consider previous carry, suppose it was 0, अगर इसमें 0 भी ऐड करोगे, then carry will be 0 and sum 1. Okay, and if we consider same combination 0 1 and previous carry as now 1, if we consider it as 1, then sum will be 0, which we are not concerned about, but carry will be 1. Okay, now you can see whatever is the value of ci minus 1, it is being propagated to as ci. Okay, जो भी ci minus 1 की वैल्यू है, सेम ci की वैल्यू आ रही है. अगर 0 है तो 0 आ रहा है. If it is 1, then 1 is being propagated at the place of ci. Okay, तो अगर दोनों इनपुट्स 1 है, then carry will be 1, carry जनरेट हो रहा है regardless of considering this ci minus 1. अगर दोनों में से एक 0 और एक 1 है, then जो भी carry की वैल्यू वो आगे ट्रांसमिट होगी. Okay, so that's why if both are 1 1 means AND factor apply हो रहा है, तो in that case carry will be generated at ci place without considering ci minus 1, and if any one of these bits a and b is 1, then whatever value of ci minus 1, it will be propagated to ci place Okay, so factor AI plus BI is called as propagate factor. जैसे इसे ऐसे कहते हैं. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Now, if I write similar expression for C I minus 1, so C I minus 1, it will be current values of A and B at I minus 1 stage. This is the generate factor plus AI plus BI minus 1 into CI minus 2. Okay. Similarly, we can write this expression for Ci minus 2 and Ci minus 1 and so. Okay. So if I rewrite these terms, so we can say this is Gi generate factor at I stage plus Pi into Ci minus 1. So this will be now Gi minus 1. Okay. This is Gi minus 1. This is Pi minus 1 into Ci minus 2. Okay. Now if I put the value of Ci minus 1 in this first expression, then you can say Ci is equal to Gi plus Pi into Ci minus 1. Now it will be Pi into Gi minus 1 plus Pi into Pi minus 1 into Ci minus 2. Okay. Now you can see Ci now depends on Gi, which is decided by the current bits Ai Bi, and Pi, which is also depending upon Ai and Bi. Gi minus 1, it depends on previous bits Ai minus 1 and Bi minus 1. Similarly, Pi and Pi minus 1, and carry Ci minus 2. Okay. Now Ci is independent of Ci minus 1. Okay. So if we further put the value of Ci minus 2, Ci minus 3, Ci minus 4, okay, and if we reach up to say Cn, that is C0, just Cn कह लो, that is first carry. Okay. So then you will see it will be like Gi plus Pi G minus 1, then it will be Pi minus 1 into Gi minus 2 plus and so on. So finally you will have a term Cn. Okay. So in between there will be no carry term. Okay. So you can see the carry at any stage, it will be depending upon Gi's and Pi's factors. So Gi's, Pi's further depend upon the bits A and B at any stage. Okay. So Ci will be depending on PA and GA factors plus C in carry, C in, which we assume 0. Okay. So finally we can say that the carry at any stage, it will be independent of the previous carries. It will just depend on the values of A and B and initial carry. Cn. Okay. So yes, students. Any doubt you have? We are going to consider an example of 4-bit carry look at header to understand the concept. Okay. Okay. So any adder circuit, CLA based, carry look at based adder circuit, it will have hardware, it will have inputs AI, BI at any stage, ith stage. The inputs will be AI, BI, and carry CI minus 1. Okay. Output SI plus two more outputs GI and PI. Okay. So these GIs and PIs are used to find the value of carry at any stage. Okay. If you want to find the carry at next stages, we will be considering the values of GIs and PIs. Okay. The values of previous carries will not be required in that case. So let us consider 4-bit CLA, carry look add adder, to understand the concept. Four-bit carry look ahead adder, CLA adder. Okay. So in this, if we consider initial carry C0, it will be A0 into B0. It will depend on A0 and B0. If both are 1, the carry will be 1. Okay. And C1 or we can also consider the factor A0 plus B0. So we can simply write it as, if it will be G0 plus P0 into Cn. Okay. So if both the bits are 1, then G0 will be 1. So carry status will be 1. If any one bit of A and B is say 0, then the value of Cin will be propagated to as C0. Okay. So generally we take Cin 0, then the carry C0 will be 0. Okay. Then C1 will be G1 plus P1 into C0. So now if we put the value of C0, you will have G1 plus P1 into G0 plus P1 P0 Cn. Then C2 we can write, now it will be G2 plus P2 into C1. Now put the value of C1, you will have G2 plus P2 G1 plus P2 P1 G0 plus P2 P1 P0 into C. Okay. And carry C2, sorry C3, it will be G3 generate factor 3 plus propagate factor 3 into C2. Now put the value of C2, you will have C3 as G3 plus P3 into G2 plus P3 P2 G1 plus P3 P2 P1 G0 plus P3 P2 P1 P0 Cn. Now you can see in all the cases, okay, C0 is depending on current value of G0 and P0. So any G is basically AND operation between A and B, that is generate factor, and P is OR operation between A and P, that is propagate factor. Generate factor and propagate factor. Okay, so C0 is depending on A into B plus A plus B into C in. So C in we generally take 0, so it is simply A into B. Okay. Then C1 it is depending on G1, G0, P1, P1, P0 and Cn, which we take 0. So C1 depend करता है current value of G1 and previous value of G1 and P0 also. So similarly, say finally we say C3, it is depending on G3, that is bits, current bits, P3 current bits, P2 then previous bits, then G1 उससे पहले वाले bits and so on. Okay, so we can say that at any stage of the data, we can find the value of carry bit without considering previous carries. Just if we have the information of bits that we generally have, if we have the information of bits, we can calculate carry at any stage. Okay. So this is the basic concept of carry look ahead adder circuit. Okay. Yes, students, any doubt till now? Yeah.
No, sir.
Okay. Okay. So to implement to generate these carries, we can require multiple gates. For example, if we write, say, if we consider for the timing, just consider say any carry at any stage, Ci, it is Gi. Gi is but Ai and Bi plus Ai or Bi into Ci minus 1. Okay. Now in this case we need one AND gate, one OR gate, and further one AND gate. Okay. So we can write we can design circuit for this particular case as. Further, if you want to expand, we can, like you want to put the value of Ci, I means 1, you will have or you can write it in the form of say Gi and Pi. Okay, so it will be Gi plus Pi into Ci means 1. Then if you put Ci means 1, you will have Gi plus Pi into Ci means 1 is Gi means 1. Gi means 1. Then plus Pi means 1 into Ci minus 2. Okay, so this is simply our Ci. Now we can design a circuit to generate Ci from the values of G's and Pi's by using AND and OR gates. This is Ci minus 2. So now input quantities are Gi, Pi, Gi minus 1, Pi minus 1, Ci minus 2. Okay. So Pi minus 1 and Ci minus 2. So these three quantities are combined with the help of an AND gate. Okay, and you will have this vector. Then Pi and Ci minus 1. Then we consider Gi minus 1, sorry. Gi minus 1 is considered, and then second input is taken from Pi minus 1. These are combined with the help of an AND gate, and we get this vector, second vector. And then this first vector, second vector, and this Gi. So these are given to an OR gate. Okay, so then it is Gi. These are given to an OR gate. And you will have Ci. Okay, so to generate carry at ith stage, we need inputs Pi means 1, Gi means 1, Gi, and Ci means 2, and some gates. Okay, further to generate Ci means 2, we need similar hardware at previous stages. Okay, यहाँ पे भी ऐसे हार्डवेयर यूज होएगा. Okay, तो Ci means 3 से आएगा. फिर Ci means 3 को जनरेट करने के लिए फिर फर्दर हार्डवेयर चाहिए होगा. So we start from Cn and reach up to Ci. So in between we use various gates to generate carry from G1, G2, G3 up to Gi and P1, P2, P3 up to Pi. Means data, जो data given होगा उसी से हम carry वहाँ generate करते हैं. Okay. Okay, बाकी जो इसका जो पेंडिंग है वो हम कल इसमें डिस्कस करते हैं.